So are you echoing, you say that there's more disagreement on the top quarterbacks in the draft than people think. Are you echoing the sentiments of our buddy Schefter saying he's not sold? The Texans are going to choose a quarterback second?
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
I think, like, if you just look at the history of the two guys, okay? And I think it's still a discussion point for them. And I think if Bryce were to fall to 2, like, I think they probably would take him. I think it's still a discussion point if Bryce is gone, what they're going to do. And I think that could be Will Anderson. It's been called to my attention. Like, you look at D'Amico, right? Like, and look at Nick Caserio, the two guys who are making decisions. Nick Caserio has been in the NFL for 23 years. He's never taken a quarterback or been part of a team that took a quarterback higher than 62nd overall. That was Jimmy Garoppolo, right? And then you look at D'Amico's history. D'Amico was part of a team that drafted a quarterback 3rd overall and traded 3 first-round picks for him. That was Trey Lance. And the Niners got to 3 NFC championship games with quarterbacks not named Trey Lance, right? And with 2 different quarterbacks not named Trey Lance.
Right.
So, like, you look at that history, and then, like, well, D'Amico was a part of a team that had the 2nd pick 4 years ago. They took Nick Bosa. That turned out pretty well. You know what I mean? Like, so you start to put the pieces together, and ownership's going to have a say in this, and I'm sure ownership is gung-ho on the quarterbacks and all the rest of that, you know? I just think it's a complicated thing if you're not as sure, and so I don't think they're as sure what they're going to do yet. And, like, I'm not sure that it's going to be a quarterback at 2nd overall. I could very easily see that being Tyree Wilson or Will Anderson.
So you are echoing Schefter's sentiments that they may not choose a quarterback.
I wrote this on Monday too. Like, I felt that way for a little while. Like, I had it in my head. I had it in my head that it was going to be Bryce and CJ, 1-2, one or the other. That was probably about a month ago. I felt that way. I don't feel that way anymore.
So let me just last one for you then. Because it does tie into your first item on your column from this week involving the Patriots. What would the Texans' plan be at quarterback then if they don't choose whoever the Panthers leave for them to choose first? And could it possibly? Is it Davis Mills? Like, again?
It might be. I mean,
or what about Mac Jones? What about Mac Jones if the Patriots are so soured on him, you know?
Maybe you take a swing there. Maybe you wait till – maybe they're a team that is willing to wait till 2024. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Huh. That's the question. I mean, like, Drake May and Caleb Williams next year, and then, you know, you have 2 first-round picks again next year for the Texans. You know, you got Cleveland's pick again next year. You know, I certainly think all those things are things you think about. Maybe you like Anthony Richardson, but you like him at 12 and not at 2. You know what I mean? Like, there are different ways to look at this creatively. And, you know, I certainly think D'Amico coming in is going to have, you know, he's going to have some power over this. And, you know, it'll be interesting to see what his influence is on it too. Because again, like, he's coming from San Francisco. They got to an NFC title game with Brock Purdy at quarterback. I don't think you can discount his experience having gone through that. By the way, his offensive coordinator, Bobby Slowick, was there too.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.